Hey, my loves, thank you so much for clicking on this episode. I love having you here. I would like to ask, how are you navigating life this week, today, this month? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, stay true to yourself and love yourself always. Hey. So I have something I pulled up from TikTok and I wanted to read it to you, and let's have a take on it. So it says, I'm bored. Tell me the most unhinged thing a man has ever said to you. I'm not talking you would be prettier if you smiled more. I mean the most truly wild and insane words a man has ever spoken to you in your existence. Okay, here are the responses. An ex told me, I'm not lying to you. I'm just so good at lying to myself that it becomes the truth as I see it. Yeah, I cheated, but I got soft halfway because she wasn't you. I'm into unconventionally attractive women like you. I think I'm going to get a master's degree so that you feel less special about having one. One said, I fell asleep during a movie and he said, I was thinking about how you look so peaceful. I could unalive you and you wouldn't have even woken up. That's such a murderer. Another one. I'm probably going to be an influential figure like Andrew Tate. Really? Once you said, it's not my fault you bruise easily. And she continued by saying, the divorce trial is in August. You are hitting someone's child, someone's daughter, and you're saying it's not your fault that the person is bruised easily. Hey. Wow. I don't need a woman who is smart and ambitious, just one who is pretty and will do all that I say while supporting my career. If she's not smart, how will she support your career? My ex, when I was upset in bed, said, you know I can hear you crying, like, can you stop so that I can sleep? Wow. One also said, don't worry, I'll let you know when your weight becomes a problem for me. Another two said, he told me my stomach looks like his dad's beer belly. I went to the girl's profile and she doesn't look bad. She doesn't even have a belly. I don't know why some men are like this. Like, it got me laughing so hard. But I'm like, she doesn't have a belly. She said, working in a pub, served an elderly man who proceeds to say, if you were my granddaughter, I would still be kissing you goodnight every night. Ew. You are definitely more like a 6 now. You've dyed your hair blonde. Wow. Usually date skinny blonde models, but after meeting you, I think I'm into big girls. Why the white people, they have a different outlook on what a big girl is, because this girl is not big. I wore French braids at a gym and a 70-year-old man tapped me on the shoulder to tell me he wanted to pull a girl's pigtails since middle school. Huh? Wow. Stopped me whilst walking up a hill to tell me to keep going because he was like me once, and if I keep it up, I'll lose weight too. Oh my goodness. My ex-husband used the fact that I planned out my grocery list every week so I knew what to get when food shopping as a valid reason to cheat on me. What? How is that logical? So apparently he didn't like me being organized, and instead of communicating anything with me, he thought the best way to address things was to sleep with someone else. Wow. He told me about his daughter's gymnastics competition and how weird he felt around teenage girls in their tight leotards. Hey, what were you hinting at? By the way, he was my boss. Ew. So classic. Why didn't you tell me your ex-girlfriend was pregnant with your baby? Him. You didn't ask. Simple as that. If you asked me, I would have told you that she's pregnant with my baby. But you didn't ask. Like, how dumb could you have been? That's so pretty for a black girl. Wanna be my first? Said piss off. Another one too. While dumping me, he says, this isn't going to work because you are 2-dimensional and I'm 3-dimensional. Okay, 3D. Okay. This is very insulting. I just gave birth and had stitches, so I couldn't see properly, and the guy told me to man up. Wow. Maybe you should look at yourself and ask why every man you've been with has cheated on you. Wow, so now it's her fault. You know more beautiful men than you are in the shopping mall. What? It didn't count as cheating because I didn't come. Like, nothing came out. So why are you considering that as me cheating? I did not cheat. Why do you think I cheated? Oh my God. My fiancé was going to take me to Hawaii. Decided it's just going to be a family trip and told me maybe you should work harder so you can afford a vacation. I'm a business owner. I ended up landing a collab with a resort, spent 3 weeks in Hawaii, and oh yeah, we are not together anymore. Obviously, duh. You are only upset by what you are doing because you have inner issues and are triggered, not because of my actions. Why are you triggered? Why do you have insecurities? Why do you have trauma? Why are you triggered by things? Sort out your inner issues and be less triggered. Why are my actions being the one to trigger you? Be a strong, secured person. 15 minutes after arriving in his country, from flying from mine to go and see him, he told me a girl gave me her number last night and I took it in case this doesn't work out. What? And yeah, like he still has the audacity and boldness of some men. Wow. Like he had it to say it out loud to you as well. Wow. Well, you're not a 10-10, but it's personality I like, not looks. Wow. You are not a catcher. Like, when I look at you, I just feel flat. I'm like, meh. I've seen prettier girls, but your personality is a 10. So, I mean, I'll take you like that. By Luca, you are not my sister. You're not. I actually lied about cheating on you. I thought you were going to break up with me, so I wanted you to be more upset first. No words. Have you ever thought about asking those diet pills again? Hey. There are 4 billion women on this planet. I'm sure I won't have any trouble finding someone else. Needless to say, this was an ex, but this was what he said while we were still very much together. He called me on speaker while he was with several of his friends to explain how I was not the prettiest girl he knew, but that it was okay because he loved me. So what did you expect her to say? He said I'm not that stylish for real. If he tried, he would look so much better than me. Ish, princess behavior. Hey, stylist number 1. Wow. He lifted up my dress in front of his friends and said, boys, what's mine is yours. Excuse me? And then one background check and someone dating coffee, and I don't know, you people don't talk to them a bit, get to know them a bit or something. Like, this is getting very, very unhinged. If you're going to get more tattoos, you need to get in shape. That's not going to look good if you aren't. A random guy asked me, is it weird if I put I've been to Jeffrey Epstein's island on my Instagram bio? Oh my God. See, you should go and listen to the 3-part story of Epstein on Rotten Mango podcast, right? Get to understand everything, see the pictures, the images involved, the things that he and his wife did. And then you understand why, like, this has got my mouth wide open. Anyway, I think... Oh, let me end on this one. So, you're telling your girlfriend... This is him telling his girlfriend, you're like a therapist, but with benefits. You know, like, why should I pay for a therapist whilst you're there? We can use each other for every other thing, and then you still be my therapist. Don't you think so? I'll end this unhinged session here. Hey, it's Nwiniyon here, popping in to ask if you're enjoying this podcast. If you are, there are some things I would love for you to do. Subscribe and follow, like and leave a review, and also don't forget to comment. Share with a friend or 5, or be the difference and do all 3. I love you. Story time, right? I think my ex-girlfriend is a witch because the things she's doing are beyond me. She really behaves and says strange things sometimes, but I often take her for granted until recently. I cheated on her with a lady from my workplace last month, and as we speak, the lady is dead. She had an accident on her way to work just the next day and couldn't survive it, unfortunately. I called to inform my girlfriend of the tragedy that has befallen the lady at our workplace, and all she said was, I was the one that killed her. I don't understand what she meant, so after work that same day, I called her to clarify what she meant. That was when she told me she knew I had sex with the lady and that any woman I ever cheat on her with won't leave for more than 3 days. Out of fear and conviction, I asked that we break up. She angrily said, if I'm asking for a breakup, then she will make me also pay for cheating on her. I took it for granted, but I'm facing some challenges and my mom is at the morgue as we speak. Wow. That was just a few days past a week ago. I woke up at dawn to urinate, and when I switched on the lights, the whole room looked foggy. I couldn't see anything, so I decided to check from outside if it was the same. I live in a chamber and hall with a porch, so I went to the hall. It was foggy too, and so was the kitchen. But when I opened the door and looked outside, it wasn't foggy. When I turned around, I felt the presence of another person in the room. I became scared, so I locked the door quickly and went inside, only to find my mother's picture on the floor. I have a picture of my mom and dad hanging on the wall. The fog was gone, so I placed the picture back on the wall, went to pee and came back to sleep, only to receive a call a few minutes later that my mom had been rushed to 37 Military Hospital. I drove as fast as I could, but she was dead before I got there. That dawn, I had the worst feeling of my life. I didn't understand the whole thing. I was so confused that I couldn't even cry. It was when I was driving back home after seeing to it that my mom's body had been deposited in the mortuary before I remembered that my ex-girlfriend had said. I called her and with conviction I asked if she had killed my mom. Instead of denying it, she said I should come and arrest her if I have evidence. I lost my job yesterday. We were to resume next Monday, but my boss called yesterday to inform me not to resume next Monday. I already had an accident while driving back to see my brother. I didn't get hit, but my car is damaged. I think this lady is behind all these tragedies. I need your help before she does worse things to me. I only asked for a breakup because I didn't want to continue the relationship, and she's doing all these things in the name of I cheated on her. Isn't what she has done enough, bro? This lady is putting me through all of these because of what? We only dated 6 months. Not like I even owe her anything. What's all this? Why don't African witches have senses like that? I need help to face her. Since I'm still alive, I know there's power that's stronger than her. I need that power. Anyone to help should let me know and I'll reach out. See the mentality. Because cheating is so normal right now, you cheat on someone, you think it's normal. Plus, it was just a 6-month relationship, so why should it be such a big deal for her to be killing me and killing people left, right, center? But that's it. Like, it's a tragedy that you are going through this and that it affected your family, especially because like or even the lady. Anyway, she too. Nobody asked her to. That's the thing. Would she have known that the guy is in a relationship? No, and she slept with the guy. So maybe in hindsight, she didn't know, and then this tragedy befell her. If she knew, and she did that too, no comment. But then with your mother, an innocent bystander, maybe she has taught you well. She has given you all the values and morals that you need in life, and you decide to find your own means and ways and instill in yourself your own values that 6-month relationship, let me just cheat on her. Regardless of whatever tragedy, if it's related to her be the witch that she claims she is or not, it's a bad thing. And then I would sorry if you're offended, but I also say you deserve it. You deserve the things happening to you, but not to the people that were involved. Do you understand?
it's not a norm for you to cheat on someone. Don't see it as something that you be like, oh, yeah, like, it's normal. There's nothing wrong. Why is she taking it? Like, and you are not even being apologetic. This thing, I think, can be solved by you going there, apologizing, like you didn't know that. You were like, I don't know, just be apologetic and then actually repent. Don't cheat again. But then you are there looking for other stronger powers to go and face it. You do something and then she'll kill you. Anyway, just be careful, be mindful. It's not everyone that you guys just go out with like that. You just see someone, you're dating a person 6 months in. If you're tired of the person, break up with the person. Don't cheat on the person. Let the person find out. And then when the person is dealing with you, you are now saying you want to deal with her back. Oh, God, we need to grow up. And God help us all too,
TannStitches is an ethical handmade crochet apparel and accessories brand founded by me. Beauty Hair Gro is a hair care product line which uses natural ingredients like shea butter, avocado, and jojoba oils as their base ingredients. It's good for natural, relaxed, and texturized hair. Bendah Home of Beauty is a beauty store and a bespoke bag design store with all the products made in the USA. Their links will be in the show notes. Please do check them out. TannStitches is my own business and I'm affiliated to Beauty Hair Gro and Bendah Home of Beauty. Therefore, any mention of these brands, whilst not being sponsorship, is monetarily endorsed. Sponsorship and affiliations do not change my opinions nor my honesty, but I'll always disclaim to make sure these motives are clear. So don't forget to check them out. Hey you made it to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for staying this long. I hope you enjoyed every bit as much as I did when I was recording it. Let's navigate life together in the next episode. Talk to you soon. Don't forget to follow this show on Apple and Spotify. And also, I do post this on YouTube. Did you know that? No, you didn't. And I just plugged you in. So don't forget to subscribe, like, comment on YouTube, like and share on Apple and also on Spotify. I love reading your comments. Catch you in the next one.